Tim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Are you home right now?
No, you know what? We were set up. Everything was set up at home. They'd come in and like set everything up and cleaned everything and left, and then the storm came through.
Oh, yeah. Did you
And so
lose
we didn't have
power?
power. Yeah, I didn't get power to back till last night. So we had to make the decision during the day yesterday. So we had to hide in one part of the house and have everybody come in and get everything out, and they go set it up somewhere else, and then they put me in this sort of hermetically sealed place downtown. So,
I still have a power line down in my yard.
do you really?
Yeah.
But you have power.
Now, we had it, and I think I live somewhat close to you, and we had it, and it came back for a second and then went out again. But we have it. We're good now. Everything's
good. Good.
So your new song, which we started playing today for the first time, we had a little world premiere of this song called "I Called Mama." The question I want to ask is, because it's coming out right around Mother's Day, obviously, with that on Sunday. How long ago was the strategy put in place to hold this song until Mother's Day?
No, it wasn't. You know, I cut it before all this happened. I recorded it, and then we got the mix. We finished mixing it in the middle of all this, like three weeks ago, maybe something like that. 4 weeks ago, and we actually had a couple of songs that were in the running that we were going to go next with. And then when this one came in, everybody just loved it so much, and we felt like it sort of spoke to the times that we're in, and it felt like maybe it was like comforting and cathartic in a lot of ways, and of course Mother's Day was coming up. That sort of just happened because it all fell into place at the right time. But the song just really just kept raising its hand, saying, "This is the one that needs to be. This is the one that needs to be." And you know, like I said, the label loved it, management loved it, everybody loved it, and so it ended up being the song. And you know, the cool thing about it was, you know, Lance Miller, who's a great friend of mine, is the co-writer on this song. Lance and Jimmy Yeary and Marv Green, and Lance sent me the song, and I think it was Jimmy Yeary, but just played the work tape the day they wrote it. He sent it to me. Gosh, it tore me apart when I heard it, and then when I tried to sing it to Faith, it made me cry when I was trying to sing it to Faith. And then when we recorded it, I thought, yeah, this is really good. This sounds great. We got a great track on it. It felt like I'm singing it pretty good. And then when it mixed, it just really came. It's one of those things that just sort of, when it came together after the mix, it sort of became magical to us, and everybody loved it.
Hey, you mentioned Faith, and you played the song for her, and you cried, she cried, everybody cries. I'm surprised that you still will grab a guitar and play a song and you guys. That's still a thing with you guys.
Yeah, you know, that's certain. You know, during this time especially, is we've done that a lot more than usual. Breaking out my guitar skills have sort of waned over the years, because I used to play all the time when I first started, and when I first band, I played everything, and I still play. You know, I still play on stage, I still play a little bit, but I don't play nearly as much, because I told myself as soon as I could afford to pay somebody that plays better than me that I wouldn't play anymore, and that didn't take long. But I've been playing a lot more during all this time, and going back and doing like old Gene Watson songs and Merle Haggard songs that I loved growing up. So that's been a fun thing. And Faith and I sitting around singing together has been pretty cool.
I saw your daughter on Instagram. She was volunteering, I think, with CMT, and they were, giving groceries to folks. Like
Feeding the front lines.
Yeah.
She's been really, really big part of that, and really doing well. She's gathering up so many folks that are going to do some performances for CMT online to raise money for the cause. And it's a great idea, because the restaurants get a chance to keep their people employed and to make money and to survive by making these meals for folks because of the donations. And then they get to deliver the food to the frontline workers who are doing all the work for everybody and really putting their lives on the line to keep everybody safe. So it's a great thing, and she's really doing a great job with it. I'm proud of her.
I saw that both of you guys had birthdays. She just turned 23 on Tuesday.
That's Gracie.
Different dog. Okay. Well, yeah. Gracie, who turned 23, does she still think you're cool, or does she think you're cool again? Like, how does that fall with a 23-year-old?
I don't know that anyone ever thought I'm cool. I think they think I'm pretty typical, just dad. I don't think they ever thought I'm cool. Hopefully, the older they get, the more cool they'll think I am. But by the time they think I'm cool, I'm going to be too old to be cool.
Well, you just had a birthday last Friday. I had a quarantine birthday. What'd you do on yours?
Not much. Just hung out with. We had Maggie was in town. She was in town with us for a while, and her boyfriend and Audrey, and Faith, and we just kind of hung out. We cooked, had a great time. We didn't do a whole lot.
I was watching the thing when you were singing on TV and you're at your pool and it was the iHeartRadio, singing.
Oh yeah, the barbecue thing.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the diving board. Yeah.
I mean, how long does it take to clean that pool? Because that's a prize right there.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be. The pool wasn't supposed to be that big, and I don't clean it. I'm too lazy. But it wasn't supposed to be that big. But when we built our house, we were way away from any kind of water lines. So that was part of the codes. We had to have something that they could put their hose in and be able to put a fire out. So the codes had made it twice as big as it needed to be.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tim McGraw's on with
too.
us. Yeah, I had a little birthday too, and I turned 40. I had you know what we did? We
I
ordered.
did too.
Yeah, both of us did. Look at us. We're both. We ordered Cracker Barrel. We picked it up curbside, and by the time I got back down here to my part of town, it was cold. But you know what? I'm safe. I'm happy. Everything is good. And you look pretty. Hey, let me ask you about that real quick. With your health, are you still working out every day at home, like same rigorous schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not quite as hard. Luckily, I mean, I got on a schedule where I was working hard because I was getting ready for rehearsals and stuff for touring. So I'd already sort of stepped my schedule up. So I just backed it down a little bit. The one thing I am doing is taking more days off, like 1 or 2 days a week. I'll take off. I used to not do that, but it's been good though. I'll step it up a little bit when Faith cooks something really good. Then I'll step it up a little bit the next day, or get ready for it. But I'm trying to take it a little more easy.
Tim McGraw's on with us. He's got a brand new song called "I Called Mama." He said this one hits him. So first time he heard it, he was like, "This one hits it." Speaking of that, did someone ever send you a song and you're like, I think I may cut this, and then you go, it's not for me, and then someone else cuts it and it's a big smash?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. I mean, and every now and then a song will come along that I'll think, man, this is a really good song, but I'll hear it for somebody else and send it to them. Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time. Not all the time, but it's happened several times. A song's got to be, I think one of the things to being a decent artist, I guess, is to know what works for you. And there's songs you'll never hear that didn't work for you, too, that'll never show up, that I've tried.
All right. Well, it is good to see you. Glad you're healthy. I love when you put out new music. I'm a big fan. I love
Thank you, man.
that you just keep pumping them out and just hit after freaking hit, man. So tell Faith I said hello. Tell everybody around the house said hello, and hopefully we get out of this. I'll see you again soon.
All right. Thanks, Bobby. Good talking to you.
All right, Tim. See you, bud.